Hello, Sagittarius. I hope everyone's doing well. So let's go ahead and get the cards right out on the table for you. Temperance. There you go. Sag, there you are. Okay. Let's get into this energy. Queen of Wands flying out. I keep hearing in the back of my head, in the left ear, I keep hearing, put her in the upright. She deserves to be in the upright. Put her in the upright. She deserves to be in the upright. That's what I was hearing. That's what I was hearing in my ear. Connects in with the yin. Okay. Let's see what's here, Sag. What is here for Sagittarius? Starting with Temperance, we have the Queen of Wands. I'm going to go ahead and move her into the upright because apparently she deserves to be there. That's what I heard in my ear, so I'm going to listen to that. We can always move her back where she was if we feel like it doesn't really fit. But for right now, we're going to go with what I think, Four of Pentacles. So we have Temperance, Queen of Wands, Nine of Swords, Judgment energy. Four of Pentacles, Death energy, Scorpio. Four of Swords. We have Four of Cups. And the Five of Wands. All right, Sagittarius, right as I'm getting into this energy, and again, just a reminder that we are just looking at the week here. Now, some of you could be coming into this kind of a story. Some of you could be experiencing it right now, and others of you could be sort of beyond this now. So I feel like, and I'm going to start talking about this a little bit, about timing and how these waves of energy work. But I feel like there is a definite wave that I'm connecting to here in this current period of time. For the first half of the week, you are really kind of resonating with, or really connecting into the Four of Cups. I say there's something here that really is something that you're doing, but it's not. It might not be something that you're entirely wanting to do, or it might not be like something that's even at the top of your list, Sagittarius. It's something here with the Four of Cups that has given you a kind of dissatisfaction, a disappointment. But in many ways, I feel, Sagittarius, that there are victories here for you. There are changes that are coming in for you, and I feel for many Sagittarius people that there are some bumps in the road here, some smaller bumps in the roads that are needing to be overcome, but ultimately we have some really beautiful qualities that are coming up ahead for us, Sagittarius. And I'm saying us because I'm a Sag rising, so that's where I kind of fall into the Sagittarius type energy. It's not my sun sign, but it is here for me as I step forward into the world. I have Sagittarius to help me unfurl, right? So, Sag, there is something here that has been keeping you down, like something that has been keeping you from really feeling your best, Sag, from really feeling that dynamic person that you are. So I feel like there was just some oppressive quality that was holding you down, whether it was the economy, whether it was rules and regulations. I mean, what gets the Queen of Wands to stop? What are some of those things that can stop fire? Water can stop fire. Emotions, events that really destabilize us and put us into fear and put us into maybe some into harm's way even with the Queen of Wands. So there has been something here that has affected your shine, but I do feel like it is coming back into you now, Sag, like that you might even have felt like you had fallen on your face, or, you might even feel like you're about to fall on your face. Like there is a feeling of destabilization here. I just want to remind you that we do have the Four of Pentacles coming in now. So you have reached a certain place where you've made it through, Sagittarius. You've made it through some journey that you've been on. And I really feel like there are now elements in life that you know for certain, for real, in full, throughout your full self, of those things that you're holding on to in life, those things that are yours to hold on to. You've really let what is not necessary, you've let that go, and you're holding on to really what is so very important to you. And I think you have made it through and have reached a certain place of understanding how to make it through an emergency or how to make it through a dire time. You know, you have that kind of understanding. So there's a depth here that really is part of this, Sagittarius, that depth within yourself. There is something here that's still not quite there yet, Sag, and I think that you are somewhat, maybe even feeling a little bit disappointed in the beginning part of this week, but you are entering the week in true Sagittarius fashion, understanding that life is a blending of many different elements and minerals. I'm not a scientist, and I never did excel in science, mainly because of the religion that I grew up in. But I am seeing that chart of all of the those important elements that are make up the universe. I see that chart, and I see you kind of taking your fingers and moving something. Now, this is just something that's being given to me, so I'm not going to say any words because I don't know very much of what's on that chart. If I did, I probably wouldn't be able to read. Okay, so you're talking about two different kinds of minds here, but I'm seeing like a chart of those elements, and you're just taking your fingers and you're just taking this one, and this one turns pink, and you're moving it down here, taking this one, you're moving it over here, and you're blending this and you're blending that, and you're understanding, Sag, that life is a multitude of experiences. It's a multitude of ups and downs, and you do have this wisdom within you. And even though this is something that you may not have chosen as your first choice, or it might not even be here for you for a very long time, like there's something here that it's like it's happening while you're waiting. It's happening while you're in a position of like changing over. There's a changeover here, and it's the energy is changing. So this is what's happening. So this is what I'm feeling right now. This is, if I was going to take the energy and make a picture of the energy, I would do this. This is how it feels to me. Sorry, I have to do this, Sag. This reading is a multitude of different things that are happening, and I know I usually don't do this, but I'm just connecting the energies in a way that I feel them. All right, so this is how I feel the spread. This is kind of how I feel the energy. You've made it through, Sag. You've made it through. You've done what you've needed to do. You're coming in with an understanding that whatever is the longer journey here, whatever is the bigger vision, is something that's going to happen over a period of time. And you do have that willingness, and you have that gentleness of spirit. And I'm trying to embody that energy that I feel, that gentleness of spirit, the softness of the yin, but the firmness that is held within, right? That kind of energy that's coming out. And even though you may not fully be totally enjoying this experience, it's something that is coming in, that it is here for you because of something that's just happened that you really haven't been able to avoid, right? It's one of those unavoidable things in life. And it's part of the process. So whatever is happening this week, there's a much bigger story here, Sag, a much bigger story. But this week, I think the first half is going to be somewhat calm. You might be slightly disappointed, but I do think you're balancing that really beautifully with the temperance energy, with the meshing of who you are, the melding of who you are, all the beautiful, glorious bits and pieces of what you've collected into your life, Sag, because you have such deep, soft, golden diversity within your light. It's quite beautiful when I'm in this space. So there is something here that you're experiencing this week that is part of like a new version of yourself, or it's just a resignation that you're having, something that you're doing. It's never something that you would have chose. It's something that came to you, whether you stepped into it or whether the world pushed it on you. It's something that happened, and you're living through that now. Now, there's reasons for it, and we all know with the death process that there will be a new beginning, that there will be something else afterwards. But for now, you're just kind of going along with it. Allowing your own self to shine. That's why we have the Queen of Wands saying, let's put her in the upright. She really deserves to be in the upright. The way she's handling this, the way she's taking this on. And I do believe that that is true. That is true. And if you can straighten your back, and if you can, let's do this. Sag, I was taught this the other day, that it's important for us to be able to turn our wrists all the way out, so our thumbs are out. For the workers among us, the funny bodies and the hard workers that are among us, and those that aren't perfect, and those that have a lot of the death energy. Sometimes our wrists are more like this in how we sit. If we can take our wrists and bring them all the way to the sides, it's really good for our energy. So if you want to do that just a couple times, or as you're sitting there, it's a really good exercise to kind of connect back into enjoyment, because I do think, Sagittarius, that you are connecting back into enjoyment. It just is in enjoyment in a different way, and you are able to radiate out yourself even in situations that are just so. They're not extravagant, they're not extra beautiful, but you're still able to radiate yourself out. You still see the goodness in life. You still see beautiful qualities of humanity. You still feel those stars and those sparkles within yourself. It's just the situation might not be great, but you can still feel it and you can still embody it. And so I'm putting a lot of energy into this, because I think that this energy hopefully will help connect into that and help add strength to that. There is a situation here that's happening. When it happens and how it will happen, I think that that's still being figured out, Sag, because I think that as the week goes on, you are looking at the situation. I'm going to go into this energy here real quick. There is a situation here that is kind of coming to an end. How will it come to an end? I think that's still being negotiated. There are some discussions to be had, and I think that you are in a place at the end of this week of really, you have the Five of Wands here, so you are in this place of tug of war, whether that's who does it, who gets it, how should it be done, which ones are best. There's a lot of compromising here that you're doing at the end half of this week that you could be really thinking about and worried about, because there is an ending here, Sag. There is something new coming in, and we do have the Judgment energy here. So you are in a state of change, and this is something that you're experiencing that is only here for a shorter period of time, because we do have something beautiful and something very relieving coming in here for you. And I think that you do, and I'm getting kind of deep. So for some of you, this could be a month time, and I don't want to change it up. Some of you, this is going to fit in within a week, but I can feel, since we have death energy here and judgment, that this could be something that goes, I want to say the full width of you, right? The full depth of you, the full width of you. So for some of you, this could be something that's life-changing. And for others of you, it could just be something significant, really significant within your week that fits into a greater story. So the last half of this week, I think that you are in communications, or you're in some sort of active negotiations about something either ending or something starting. A transition, perhaps some sort of transition that's being made. But whatever happens with that, Sag, I do feel like by the end of the week that you're confident at what is being done. You're confident in the actions that you're taking, and you're confident in the battles that you have. You're realizing these are earthly battles. These are things that happen to us in life. And when we allow them to happen, and when we allow ourselves to kind of take what comes at us instead of fighting it. And, it just feels like there is something here that is in a culmination process that you're going to be in some sort of negotiations with, maybe arguments, maybe trying to get onto the same page in something. And it will maybe be something that will leave you in some restlessness, but whatever's done, I think that it's going to be relieving. And it's going to help you to see how all of this could really culminate. It's going to help you to see the path ahead. There is going to be some clearing out of old karma here, of old circumstances that have held situations back in the past for you. So we see that coming in. We see a new day. We see a new year. We have a clean report card, right? It's like that new semester kind of a feeling. And whatever it is, it does bring in quiet and relief and allows you to kind of come in out of the battle here, Sag, by the time we get to the end of this week. Now, again, timing is going to be a little different for everyone. And sometimes these energies can come together for you just a little bit different way. But this is connecting into the planets. This is connecting into the cosmos. I'm connecting into the energy of that. And so, yeah, I do see a quiet first half of the week and some negotiations here that are helpful for you in the second half. And then realizations of better to come is here as well. So ultimately, Sag, like, I think that it's a good week for you. It's a hard working week, but I think that you're going to feel the rewards of that coming in. Let's look in the death energy. I'm just curious about that. Two of Cups. A friendship that you've had, or a partnership that you've had is going through a transition. This could be romantic. It could be between dear friends. It could be between family members. But I do feel like there has been a change here, going through some sort of transition. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles, steady improvements coming in. Really important changes coming in, Sag, and these come in at the speed of the universe rather than the depth of the passion. It comes in the speed of the universe. It's coming in at a slower pace. It's been slower, but the progress that's been made has been significant, Sag, and I do think that there are improvements to come, as we see here with the Four of Swords and the Judgment energy, Knight of Pentacles and the Two of Cups here. So that's really important to know that it's connecting in with the people who are the most important to us, and that there are important, significant improvements coming in, and that had to come with a release of something, letting go of it so that it could come back kind of energy. And for those of you that are going back to YouTube, I want to thank you for being here as well. It is an honor and a joy to have you. I appreciate being able to get into this Sagittarius energy. I'm wishing all of you guys well in this transitional period. And stay happy, stay strong, and I'll see you back here next week on YouTube with another weekly update. Thank you, Sagittarius.